Pam Perry, and I have not counted all of the books. But one of the things that I do is as a literary publicist. Started out my career doing that at the early 2000s. Before that, I was nonprofit, and I was actually PR director of the Salvation Army. Before that, I also worked at the Detroit Free Press and all that. I see Kim Trent there. I see Joyce. And I love books. So I thought I would go through some of the books that I've helped birth. These are like my babies. So if I don't, I have hundreds of books here. If I don't mention my author's books, but one of them, Loretta Mormon, Five Ways Men Want Women to Bloom. I helped her write this book and publish this book. This one is brand new, Beverly. She wrote this book, Interior Design with God in Mind. Now, over the years, I've worked with T.D. Jakes, Cindy Trim. These are brand new. This particular book, Hire the Right Whom by Omar L. Harris, and then Grow with Whom. He's doing a series. And this week, he's speaking at Columbia University. And next week, he's going to be on a New York Times billboard with this book, Grow with Whom. So, this is the kind of PR I do. This particular book is special to me because this is Bobby Ivory, and he passed a few years ago. But this is why I love books, because even though he's not with us, I hear him in the pages. This is Bobby, and he passed, and he left this for us. So books are important for legacy and also for the people they leave behind, so that I now can share this book. I always have this with me. It's a very personal book for me. He was my creative director for my company for many years, and he pushed me. And so he knows that he's important to me. Courage to Be First, Linda Fagan's. I pushed her to do this book for about 15 years. Okay, she finally did this book. Confront your fears and take action. So congratulations on Linda. There are so many. Letitia Nicole. I have tons of books over here. Letitia Nicole, Healing Toxic Habits. And she's been on the cover of Speakers Magazine several times, and she just came back from Dallas. Uh, this particular book, Vashti McKenzie, she's been on the cover of Speakers Magazine as well. I think Kim Trent, you may know this lady. Yes, she's a DST. She's a Delta, just like you are. And I love her. I love her. Delatoro McNeil helped him with this book, Shift into Higher Gear, Better Your Best, and Live Life to the Fullest. All these books are on Amazon. This was his second book, but I helped Terrence Wilson. He's from Detroit, called In Search of a Father. And he didn't know his father, and he realized that God is his father. So this is a very personal book, but also very spiritual book. Kim Brooks from Detroit as well, Faith in Broken Places, but I also helped her with her first book, He's Fine, but Is He Saved? I just recently had this young lady on my Amazon Live, Sherry Hunter. Uh, Daring to Live, How Sisterhood and Taking Risks Can Jumpstart Your Joy. That one there. Simon Bailey, he had a book called Dream, but this one is a good one as well. Release Your Brilliance. Simon has been in the magazine, and I've had him on my podcast several times doing promotions for this. This is a book that I helped name. The Prodigal Son, actually named like the subtitle, From Dope Dealer to Hope Dealer, True Story of Redemption, Restoration, and Forgiveness. He was a dope dealer, and now he's a pastor. All right, that particular one. When Shift Happens, okay, Michelle McKinney Hammond, I've worked with her on probably several of her books, but this is her latest one, Say Yes to Your Next. Most of the books that I do are nonfiction books. This one I actually did a endorsement for, Strike a Pose, Latanya Orr. She's out of Chicago. This one, I love this book. Okay, I love all the books, so I'm not doing that. It's like saying that, you love your kids more than the other. But this one is Learning to Be by Juanita Rasmus. It is a very, very good memoir, but the subtitle is Finding Your Center After the Bottom Falls Out. And she had a mental breakdown, and her husband's a pastor, very famous pastor of Tina Knowles and the Beyonce Knowles family. And she had a breakdown, and this really taught talks to people who it may look like everything's going good on the outside, but what happens when everything breaks down? So, Learning to Be is a really good book if you're in that spot. She's been on the cover of Speakers Magazine several times. Action, action, despite the distraction. She's president right now of the national organization Zeta's sorority. And anyway, this is Dr. Stacy N.C. Grant's book. uh, Elizabeth Atkins, you may know her. This is part book one of the BIS tribe, where you activate your. She's been in Speakers Magazine. So you can go to speakersmagazine.com, search the name of any of these authors. And let me tell you, you'll find their speaker reels, you'll find their interviews, their one sheets, all of that. This, I do a little bit of what do you call anthologies and that sort of thing. This is Entrepreneurship, the Business of Writing. Sharon Jenkins wrote this book. I helped with that. Shalita Williams did this book many, many years ago. And Learning God's Principles for Taking Back Authority and Regaining Dominion. It's called How to Reign in Life. Not reign, or like the rain, but how to reign in life. Shalita Williams. This is one, Deanna I remember working on this book with her many, many years ago. It's an anthology. You can see all the ladies that are in here, but I helped promote and market this book as well. 12 women were in this particular book. Resilience, Living Life by Design. There's so many books. Deborah Jenkins, she's on Substack. Preparing the Princess to be Queen. I love this. Deborah Jenkins, if you don't follow her on Substack, please do. She is out of New York, very honest woman. This lady was on the cover of Speakers Magazine. This is her devotional, 40 Days of Prayer for My Business. Really, really good book. I had so many. Okay, this person was also on the cover of Speakers Magazine, Nikichi Taifa. And let me tell you, this one is Black Power, Black Lawyer. This is actually her when she was in her 20s. And her audacious quest for justice. She ain't playing, okay? And then she did a sequel to this as well. Now, these are just some, I have like 5 bags of this, of these type of books. This is the latest, one of the latest of my clients, The Champion's Mind, How to Defeat Giants and Win, Dr. David M. Walker. Yes, he did this one. There he is right there. He did that one. Pushed him to do that one, but he actually did a really, really good job. Michael Wynn has a new book, but these are his other 2 books in the series, The Habit Effect and Habits Don't Lie. And he has another new book called Scam Proof Habits. All right, it's all about habits for Michael Wynn. You can look up Wynn or coachwin.com. I helped also promote this book. This is another one of Omar's book, The Jedi Leader. Not a boss, be a Jedi leader, not a boss. Talks about leadership in the era of corporate social justice, equity, diversion, and inclusion. All right. That was um I encouraged Karen Dumas to put all her columns into a book, and she did. Love this, love this. She wrote columns for the Michigan Chronicle. A Cloud of Women. I helped promote this book. This is Diane Reader, and Georgia Hill. This is A Cloud of Women, actually taken from Diane Reader's play that she did. This is another anthology that I was a part of, conversations with marketing experts, again, on publishing. So I always talk about publishing in there. This was a book that I am so proud of, that I don't have the original one, but it's called Single Saving Having Sex, Dr. Ty Adams. And I got her to do the forward from Dr. Miles Monroe. But this one talks about her experience of being a church girl and then ending up pregnant, and how at the beginning she was thinking about terminating the pregnancy, and God told her, this is her, that if you terminate this pregnancy, you'll also terminate heaven. So she had the baby. Baby's name is Heaven, and Heaven is a marvelous child to this day, right? This is all in the book, okay? This is all in the book. This is her book. George Fraser is one of the first books that I helped promote, and he's actually going to be on a live with me on May 25th with Troy James, which happens to be May 25th, happens to be 6 years of the death of George Floyd. So we're going to talk about that on Memorial Day at noon. You can go to any of my social medias. I'll put it up on Substack. But Race for Success, and then the first one was Success Runs in My Race. So this was a sequel to that. Again, George likes to write. Okay, this is hardcover. book. George turned 82, I believe, this year, this May. My mentor from way back. Now, this is one of the first books that I promoted, Rebecca Osebobo, Moving On Up, A Woman's Guide to Religion and to Spiritual Living. This is the very, very first book. This sold 100,000 copies. This was early in the early 2000s, I believe, maybe late 90s. Women of Color, Keys to Change. And this was before a lot of Black people were writing books. Now we're writing books all the time. If you're from Detroit, Kim, you know Judge Lloyd, right? I helped her with this book, and she's won so many awards for this book. They're not, I think it's like 5 awards that I help promote this. And she's been on the cover of Speakers Magazine as well. So you can find her there. Here it is, Success Runs in Our Race. This is George's first book. And then he had the other one, Success Runs in Our Race and then Race for Success. Uh, so in terms of the magazines, Dexter, he has he has a book, right? So promote that. She just launched her book. This is Sunita Hill. Yolanda, her book is over there. It's called Brand Fluence. Her book is there. Melody actually did a New York Times, a Times Square billboard, and we actually promoted her at the Howard Theater and the Press Club. Kawana, her book is over here. It's called Don't Duck the Government, and she's a government contract expert. Dr. Avis has been on the cover a couple of times promoting her books as well, her books on leadership. Uh, there are just so many. Here's Judge Lloyd. There's Judge Lloyd. But anyway, these are some of the most people who are on the covers have books, and then they're launching books or either they're launching events. And again, like I said, George Fraser, he was our very, very first cover. There are so many. Dr. Cindy Trim, I help promote her book. So these are some of the other ones. If anyone knows Dr. Egan and um, Catherine Egan, their book here, I help promote this book, How to Discover Your Purpose in 10 Days. Okay, you read this book, you discover your purpose. This book here, I help Bishop Jakes with this, Not Easily Broken. If you remember, it was also a book as well. We did that. This is what they call an ARC, Advanced Reader Copy. So you'll see on the back of this is a marketing plan and all that kind of stuff. Valerie Burton helped. This was way before she was doing all the things now, but this is her very first book. This is not the first book. The first book she self-published, but this was after she got a publisher. And Rich Mind, Rich Rewards, 52 Ways to Enhance, Enrich, and Empower Your Life. Valerie Burton. Yes, there she is. Way back early 2000s. The help this young lady here, she's actually an engineer for Love and Money, 7 guiding principles for achieving success in your home and business. Christian book. Jerome Edmondson, this it was his book, and I helped him get this book out, helped him birth this book, getting his ghostwriter and all of that kind of thing. It says Maximizing Misfortune, Turning Life's Failures into Success. He was the first African American to have a Denny's franchise, too, by the way. Let's see. Oh, did Bill Winston's book, Transform Your Thinking. Love this book. He is amazing. He's out of Chicago, pastor out of Chicago. This is another book I was an anthology in called Speak Up. George Fraser did the foreword. The afterword is by Les Brown. Both of them are clients and been in Speakers Magazine covers. Here's Nikichi's other sequel, Reparations on Fire, How and Why It's Spreading Across America. Now, she just did a keynote. I want to say it was Howard's Law School. She sent it to me. I didn't really see, but she's doing so many things. She is on fire herself, right? She's on fire herself. She's been on that road for a long, long time. Gerald McBride. Love Gerald. Helped him get the book deal. Helped him actually get this published. He'd been working on it for many, many years. It's called God and the DJ. Kim Trent, you need to get it if you don't have it. This is good. You know Gerald McBride. He's always on the radio. He's been on the radio for over 30 years. This one I adore because he's not only was a client, but he was also good friends of the family as well. But John W. Barfield helped him with this book. Anthony Neely did the ghostwriting with him, but I actually helped set up his website, did all the digital marketing. Now he didn't write this book until he was late in his 80s. So we were we were talking about digital marketing and doing all the things, setting up his Facebook page, all of that. But this book is starting from scratch. He started out as a janitor and ended up a billionaire, $2 billion enterprise. Amazing story. Took him many years to write this book, but it is good. He's past probably 2019. I know it's before COVID. This is a really good book. Starting from scratch. He's from Ypsilanti. There's some other books here. Tanya White, Professionally Lynched, if you know anything about being in corporate America today. And this one, I helped her with this and had her on my podcast and the Speakers Magazine, Why? Stepping into Your Purpose. There are so many books. And let me tell you, do not do the thing that God has called you to do. This is our magazine for the month of May 2026, Celeste Warren. And this is her book. This is her latest book. She's got two. Truth About Equity. What is it really? What it isn't? And why everyone and why everyone wins when they get it right. Okay. So this is Celeste's book, and she's on the cover of this month's magazine. There's Dexter. I talked about him. He was on the cover. This is his book. He'll actually be here Tuesday, and he's going to be on Fox 2 News at noon. So you can see him there in person. He's flying in from Boston. This is Troy James. He was on the cover of April, and this is his book called Faith at the Intersections. By the way, on May 25th, Troy and George Fraser, I like to connect my clients together, will be doing a Zoom on Memorial Day. And we're going to be talking about faith at the intersections, but also talking about Memorial Day, remembering George Floyd 6 years ago. All right, that was some of the things. Um, there is a book here. Dr. Miles Monroe did one of my clients, he did the forward for this, but this one is called Talented and Broke. I introduced Delano to George Fraser, and he's helping him with his Power Networking Conference. So, Refuse to Live Talented Broke, very good book. He's a graphic artist, and really he goes through the whole thing about the thought process of not having poverty mindset, even though you may be talented. Okay. Uh, I've got another bag. Hey, Mark, can you bring me that other red bag, please? It's right there. And listen, if you have a book and you want to be on my Amazon Live, hit me up, PamPerryPR.com. I do interviews on Amazon Live where they're actually on live on Amazon. Some of these books are some of the first books. You want to move these out of the way so I can move that. This one is Bishop Hilliard. Somebody Say Yes. That was uh, his one of his first books that he did that I promoted. There it is there. And if you notice, there's a thread here. They're all African American books. Willie Jolly. This is his latest one. We're promoting this one. Rich is Good, Wealthy is Better. You'll see on a lot of my Speakers Magazine site. You'll see those interviews there. This is Darren Carl Ramsey. He's out of DC, called Bold Crazy Faith. And this one here is How to Increase Your Faith and Live a Bold and Abundant Life in Christ. So I help with this, and I actually did an endorsement for that. This is one of my first books that I actually did a national tour for, Bonnie St. John. She did really, really well with this book called Live Your Joy. I believe this is a Random House book. And yeah, she did really good. And the thing about her is she's a speaker. Obviously, this is before I did Speakers Magazine, but Bonnie is just phenomenal. She is a amputee, but she also won a gold medal for skiing in the Special Olympics. Okay. This book is special to me because it's by my mentor as well, Terry Williams. Terry Williams is out of New York. She's still with us, that's why I'm saying it, but she's not practicing PR anymore. But it's called Real Talk. When there's nowhere to go but up. It's called Black Pain. Now, Terry's book. This was what year was this when she did this book? I helped her with the book, but also I'm in the book. I'm in the book. And let me just read you some of the endorsements that Terry pulled from this book, okay? Reverend Al Sharpton, okay? Charles Ogletree, Andrew Solomon, Ayanna Vincent, the Patti LaBelle, Elin Harris, the late Elin Harris, Danny Glover, Carl Bell, Professor, University of Chicago, Butch Lewis, B.B. Moore Campbell, the late B.B. Moore Campbell, uh, Roland Martin, uh, Reverend Dr. Frank Reed, Jamie Hector, HBO's wife. This right here, and then on the back, she has Bishop Jakes' endorsements, Sean Combs, Terry McMillan, Dr. Cornel West, Zane, remember Zane? And then also Mary J. Blige. They did this book right here talks about Terry's personal journey through depression. Even though she had all these people that she was doing PR and marketing for, uh, superstars, Janet Jackson, Miles Davis, Grant Hill, but she talks about black pain and says it just looks like we're not hurting. And anyway, she's still with us, and just prayers out to her. This is a book that I helped and write and also promote. Bishop Andrew Merritt, helping him with this particular one. It says, "My faith is taking me somewhere. Are you the the road? Are you on the road to nowhere?" This is my mentor. Helped promote this book. We did this many, many years ago. Dr. Stacia Pierce loved this book. It's so good. This guy now, I feel really, really old because he's a young guy, right? It says 9 steps to becoming rich inside out. It says the lessons that took me from public assistance to a millionaire by the age of 14. He looks like he's probably just over 14 here, but he is almost 50 now, right? So this is Dr. Farrah Gray. He wasn't a doctor at that point, but yeah, this one is really good to um to read, to give to someone that's really young, like so they can kind of say, oh, I'm not into books, but this one, you will want to read this one. He has an endorsement on the back from former President Bill Clinton. Okay, just letting you know. He credits me as the person that promoted this book, but also a person that helped him find his partner, his woman now that he's been with for a long time. Overlooked. This is another one of my client, Dr. Laverne Collins. She just did a speaking engagement this past weekend in Detroit. She sure did. She's been on the speaking circuit doing darn thing. This one I really, really love. This I Say a Prayer for Me. Denise Anderson. She was on CBN, Christian Broadcasting Network, about her testimony, how she got delivered immediately from drugs from watching CBN television, Christian television. And she talks about this in this book. It's phenomenal. She's a great storyteller, and she's out of Washington, D.C. as well. This one, I love this book. You know why? Because it says, The Magic Pill is You, Tracy Robinson. Tracy overcame breast cancer naturally, holistically, neuropathically. But what she's saying is a magic pill. Everything that you need to heal yourself is inside of you. What every woman should know, how the power to heal. This is her story. This is her testimony. And it is amazing. There it is. There she is on the back. So if you go to speakersmagazine.com, put in Tracy Robinson, this book will come out. Her pages will come up. Her videos will come up. This is the very, very first book that and I still say with this lady to this day, this is probably like in 2002 or 3, Women Risk Takers, how it changed my life. She's a missionary. She don't look like it, right? She's she is so glamorous. This is not like the typical missionary that you would find in the field, right? This is Dr. Pat Bailey, and she is just adorable. I love her. This woman is about it. When I tell you that the subtitle to this is "It's Your Destiny. Reach higher, stand stronger, and go further." This is a Harrison House book. Dare to accomplish great things, and she has, and she does. She still does that today. I helped Bill Bacard. He's been in this Speakers Magazine as well, the late Bill Card, 7 Proven Principles to Entrepreneurship. That's why I love books. Okay, he's not with us anymore, but he left us the principles of what made him a millionaire. All right, so don't die with your books still in you. All right, get them out. This is one of the first books that I promoted. Jewel Diamond Taylor, Dr. Jewel Diamond Taylor, Sister Friends. You can see I have all my little stickers in here and stuff, like when I'm trying to promote books and giving things to producers of what to say and what to ask. Dismiss. This one is by Dr. Angela Marshall, and it talks about tackling the biases that really undermine our healthcare. This might be a good one for you, Joyce. If you want me, I could send you a copy of this because I know you kind of write a little bit about that. This is brand new. Just got this from my client Lynetta Houston, and she loves speaking, but she loves teaching other people how to speak. That executive presence, the tonality, the body language, just all the things that have to do with speaking. She was a youth speaker, did that for decades, and then finally she says, "I really enjoy teaching other people how to speak." So this is how to become the person people trust, follow, and grow with. Earn your influence. It's on Amazon. Get that. This is the one I was telling you about, Kim Brooks. He's fine, but he's safe. Now, this was her first cover. This was not the one that actually she got the book deal with. She had a 3 book deal with Harlequin, a division of Harlequin. This was sold 10,000 copies. We did this by without having the publishing company with us. All right. This is what he's fine, but he's safe. So then she got the book deal. She got a 3 book deal. She got the other books. Then it became a stage play. Now it's on Tubi. He's fine, but is he safe? So you can check that out on Tubi. This is another person. I'm just so proud of her. Allison Vaughn, a gold digger, not gold digger. The Miss CEO, a CEO's guide to goal setting, dressing the part, and having it all. She just celebrated 26 years in her company. Jack is her job. That's it. And I've been doing PR for her for a long time. So proud of her. She just dropped a podcast that she did not too long ago on that I set up for with Rashawn McDonald. This is an oldie but goodie, but Karen Taylor Bass, my buddy out of New York, it says, "You want caviar, but have money for chitlins." A smart do-it-yourself PR guide for those on a budget. Nothing said. I'm not going to talk about that. That's just between me and Karen. Uh, Phenomenal Women Who Boss Up. Again, I was a part of this anthology. I've been like 3 or 4 phenomenal books with these type of women, and I'm just really glad to be a part of those kind of things. And so when I'm in them, obviously I promote the books as well, and I work with the ladies individually how to build their brand and all that kind of stuff. So this is on Amazon. Speaking, teaching, inspiring the world with their amazing stories. So within this book are it's 9 ladies, phenomenal women who boss up. There's Kawana. I was showing you that she's been on the cover. It says, "Don't duck the government. How to make millions pitching and winning government contracts." If you want to work with the government, she's your guide. She is your guide. And she's going to be doing a TEDx talk too, as well. So she's been on the cover. I've had her on different TV shows, radio shows, that kind of thing. This is an old book, one of the first books that I remember promoting, Sharitha Bowman. It was The Triumph and Testimony of a Praying Wife. This is a way before people were really talking about doing affirmations and the power of prayer and anyway, she's done well with that book, and actually she's writing plays now. This one is Eva's book, Metalec, and she was part of my Speak Sell Shine community, and this book is called The Intimacy of Race: How to Move from Subconscious Racism to Active Allyship for People of Privilege. All right. I always have trouble with that word. Excuse me. This one, and so proud of this one. This is Lugenia's book, Dr. Lugenia, Digging for Diamonds, Revealing Purpose of Your Brilliance. That is her book. It's a compilation book. Again, anthologies count as books. You put a chapter in, and now you have your book, okay? And you can be a person and say, "Hey, I was a part of this book." This is Silver Ray. Silver Ray, her book is called Stay in the Ring. All right. And she is doing that. She's out of, well, actually, she's probably in Milwaukee now, but she moved from Houston. And I did her promotions and things like that for the book early on when this book came out. I want to say this book came out in, just see how long ago that was. I want to say 2003. Yeah. Someone said, "Where do you keep all these books?" I said, "They're everywhere. They're everywhere." I love this book. This book here, Powerhouse Coach in Motion, is actually the name of her program as well. Pamela Luheen. Uh, I knew her husband, her late husband, Mike Luheen, but this is a playbook for new coaches. Okay. This one is really, really good. That brand influence, I was telling you about Yolanda, who's been on the cover of Speakers Magazine, brand influence, ignite your brand power on social media for results and revenue. So proud of her. This lady was in my Brand Accelerator program, How I Lied My Way to the Altar. Very catchy title. And now I'm happily married. So if you follow her on social media, she is happily married. But that title gets you, doesn't it? And that's really her on the cover. That's not a stock photo. That is her. This is a book that Destiny Image, I did a lot of work with that house. Ridiculous Faith, Ordinary People Living Extraordinary Lives. And he's a bank, I want to say, executive in Chicago. And there are more books, but I'm not going to go through all those. It's like there's a lot more. There are a lot more. And oh, there's Sonia's book as well. Okay, it was called Sister Court, and she's actually doing a 10-year anniversary for the book. And you can have a book and republish the book as well. Maybe you've had the book 10 years ago, republish it, new title, refresh the book, update the book, get new endorsements. I mean, there's so many. The books are your hook for getting PR, for telling your story, for getting on stages, for getting on television. Books are the hook. For magazines, covers. It's part of your thought leadership visibility plan of creating a book. Does it have to be as thick as some of these other books I was showing you? No, it doesn't. You know, Terry had been working on this book for a long, long time. So that's why it is. But she did a lot of research for this book as well. And it's really good. It's really good. This was actually her second book. Her first book was called The Personal Touch, is when I met her. And really, she was a social worker by trade, and people kept uh, really were drawn to her, and she had just a way with people, and she got into PR and started getting lived in New York and started really doing really well the PR thing. And it was about the personal touch because of who she is and the type of person she is. And so anyway, I don't want to get emotional about that, but yeah, any of these books, if you'd like to have any of these clients on, if you have a platform or you want to interview them, go to speakersmagazine.com. Like I said, Judge Lloyd, her book is called Your Honor, A Journey Through Grief to Restorative Justice. I didn't really talk about that, but these two are identical twins. They were judges together on the bench in Detroit. One passed suddenly, roughly around the age of 40. This took Lianya probably 20 years to write to really get the story out. It is an amazing book. Like I said, it won so many awards. So with that, I just want to say thank you all. Please subscribe to my Substack. I have a series coming up. I'm so excited about it. My mentor, Andrew Morrison, gave me lessons many years ago, and I pulled them out and I saw the notes and I updated them. And I said, you know, these are the things that really are the things of what has made my business successful, the things that he taught me. And I kept the information and I use them all the time. One of the things he always said is, remember your calling. Remember your calling. Why you're doing what you're doing. Remember your calling. That's just one thing, but there's some other things. He also talked about walk with the tiger. I'll talk about that as well. And then also too, he talks about make sure you're using your 3 R's. So I'm giving it listen, I'm giving it away before I even start dropping the series, but it is what I'm going to be doing over the next six series, and I will be doing that up until the end of the month. So make sure that you subscribe to that and learn what I learned in order to be a success. A lot of it is spiritual, mental. Obviously, it talks about business sense, and I'll be adding my visibility blueprint within that. But the main thing is that it is something that is timeless in the era of, you know, people not trusting stuff. Is this really AI? Do people, uh, it's so much noise online. We got TikTok, the videos they got to be, they used to be like, oh, let's watch a video. It's a minute. Now, minutes too long, 15 seconds. It's just crazy. But the things that he taught me are timeless. And he's still alive. He's in New York. He's still on, but he's retired. He's like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'll talk to you, Pam, but I'm not doing anything else. So you'll hear that as well. And then on the 25th, maybe I can put that in there. It's tinyurl.com speakers magazine to register for the session with George Fraser, Dr. George Fraser, and uh, Troy James. So tinyurl.com / okay, it always tries to autocorrect me. tinyurl.com. It's May 25th. That is Memorial Day at noon. And George Fraser has a word to tell us, along with Troy, about what is next for us. George should have ran for president. Speakers Magazine. So I'll put that link down there so that you all can get it and register. It's free. We just want to have everyone's consciousness awakened about the things that are going on. Alrighty. Thank you for listening. And listen to me brag on my babies over here. My books are my babies. And they're doing really, really well. So if you want to book any of them for speakers, get the book, you know, buy a book, buy two, and share it. Okay. Alrighty. I'm Pam Perry, and I'm out. God bless.